Hi, Terry. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Alicia.
The president blamed the harm done to our children academically and mentally on the pandemic, the virus itself, not COVID restrictions. What's your take on the president's use of words?
Well, this is a president that is become an expert and a pro at misleading the American people and covering his own tail. We all know that the biggest harm came to our children by shutting down our schools, locking us in our homes, and taking away our small businesses, our family businesses that we all worked so hard to build. We know that the school closures not only impacted our children's education and their literacy and their ability to do math, it also caused Great Depression. Suicide rates skyrocketed, depression rates skyrocketed, mental health failed, all because selfish teachers sat on the additional stimulus funds that were passed during COVID, the COVID relief packages that we did, and didn't spend it on our kids. They're still sitting on these surpluses and haven't spent them. It's absolutely disgusting that President Biden is still passing the buck and not holding these teachers accountable, because we need this to change now.
He received a lot of criticism on Twitter, as we saw, and now the government is trying to fix the collateral damage done by the extended lockdowns, and lockdowns that researchers at Johns Hopkins University, you'll remember, analyzed and found had little to no effect on public health and only reduced COVID mortality by about 0.2%.
Yep, that's exactly right. We knew from the beginning that COVID was not a threat to children. It was not a great risk to children, even with spreading. And the other thing we also know is that the vaccine hasn't been helping, right? The whole COVID thing was a huge operation that was manipulated and used to exploit the American people and cause real harm and to remove their political opponents to the regime out of power. It's absolutely devastating. These kids didn't benefit at all. In fact, they were hurt greatly, and no one suffered any consequences, right? We lost 40% of small business owners had their businesses shut down and will never open back up again. But these schools, not only did they not have any layoffs or any reduced working, even though they weren't doing their job, they got extra money. They've incentivized shutting down our schools. They've been incentivized exploiting crises or making, exaggerating crises because they get paid for it. We have a total nightmare of a system here, and it won't stop until we remove these people from power. And that starts with the elections coming up here in November.
Absolutely. So there haven't been any consequences yet. We'll see what happens. And there hasn't been accountability either. Teachers' unions fought to keep schools closed for an extended time, like you mentioned, just like the Chicago's teachers' union. Despite receiving billions in federal COVID aid to reopen schools, teachers were vaccinated. And seeing all this made many question, did the pandemic quickly turn political? And did the government need to spend all that money?
No, that's exactly right. And did we really need to keep our kids in masks for 8 hours a day, right? Our kids are expendable, these people. And meanwhile, while our families are suffering, while Americans are suffering, while our kids are suffering, they're getting bonuses. They're getting pay increases. They're getting an extra union dues so that they can use to pump into the elections to keep hold of the power that they still have, that they've been abusing. We have serious systemic problems. I'll give the left that, right? We do have systemic problems. It's just not systemic racism. It's just not systemic sexism. It is systemic corruption all throughout our government, all throughout our way of life. And we have to remove these people from power. It's the only thing that they respond to.
The pandemic really brought that to light. So moving forward, will federal money going to these schools fix the damage that has been done, or should the money follow the students instead?
No, I think the answer to that is obvious. We need to start funding students and giving families direct relief. We need to let parents decide where their kids go to school and what their kids learn in school, right? That's the biggest crime of the 20th century and the 21st century, is locking these children into failing schools and not giving them any way out. And meanwhile, they give these people bonuses. They give them more money when they fail. You're incentivizing the wrong thing. If a school is I live in Fairfax County, Virginia. 33% of students in third grade are proficient in reading. That is pathetic. And Fairfax County is supposed to be one of the top schools in the nation. It's absolutely devastating. It's so bad that they stopped testing children because the results were so bad. And they claimed that it was racism. They claimed that minority students would perform poorly on these tests. These are cruel and evil people. And again, I'm going to repeat this. They need to be removed from power.
Okay, well, you know what? Parents are making their political voices heard. We'll see what happens in the midterms. Terry Schilling with American Principles Project. Appreciate your time today, as always.
Thanks, Alicia.